Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be talking about something interesting today, which is there such a thing as a too niche unit, or should a character be so niche to the point where they can only work in like one specific team comp? And to answer the question quickly, yes, but also no at the same time, due to a few reasons. I'll talk about the pros first, and then I'll talk about the cons after. The first pro is that you don't really have to use them on so many teams since they're so niche. You can just use them in one team, and it'll just function well. And the other reason that they not really replaceable, because if a good niche unit is like not good at everything but the best at one thing, or for the con is like, for example, if it's too niche but at the same time other units can do it just as good, or if not the same. And a unit that comes to mind when I think of this is nilou. If you don't know who nilou is, she basically this very specialized niche unit that's specialized in bloom reaction, but more like bountiful cause reaction. And the thing is, like, the nilou bloom teams are very good at the same time. They so niche and requires only hydro and danger units, and that's why I want to make this video to talk about that. If another character comes out like nilou, will it be a good thing or bad thing? Like, let's say there's a certain unit that specializes in a new, let's say, a new superconduct reaction, where instead of physical damage, it reduces defense by itself. That would be pretty nice, but what if you can't really use it with anything else? What if you can only use it with cryo units, and you need like 2 cryos and 2 electros, like that? And I know what you're saying, why would you just, and you have to just use that, but at the same time, you can just use one electro unit and one cryo unit to trigger the reaction. You can use like a animal unit to swirl and reduce more resistance, and probably like a hydro unit to get like some freeze or electro charge while you're at it. And with those, if it's only locked to 2 elements, that means it's only you're so limited, because yeah, they're probably units because like they're probably a bad example because there's so much electros and cryo units, but it limits the amount of team comps you can make, and it kind of puts a strain on you, because now instead of going for you might have to go for like really specific characters. Like let's say you need someone like Diona, or like Cookie, or someone like Dory if you don't have Diana or Cookie. If you didn't have those units and I never had those kind of restrictions where you need 2 cryos and 2 electrode, you could have probably used like an animal healer like Genosai, or probably another healer like a hydro healer like Kokomi, but you're very limited. Another example, like if you need some off-field damage, other than Ganyu and Rosaria, there's not a lot of cryo units that can apply a lot of off-field. Wait, I'm forgetting about Kaya. But then, if you don't have the other units like Beta or Official, you don't. So yeah, that's why I'm saying it is such a thing as a too niche unit. Because one of the big con I see with these very specialized units is that they're not valuable. They're only valuable on one team. But like with other units, like let's say Yulin is a good example, because yes, she's a hydra unit. She can be used in a Bloom team. She can be used in Freeze team. She can help in a Eula team. She get very universally good, like Raiden National, Hyper Bloom team, Quick Bloom team to Sino. Yeah, she has a lot of uses, so that makes her a lot more valuable to pull. And units such as nilou and Shenhe, who is so specialized. If you don't have any dendros or hydros for nilou, she basically useless, and you can probably use her in an off meta team, but her niche is just way too good. And Shenhe, who's only really good in with Ganyu and Ayaka, those are the only real 2 meta characters I can use with Shenhe. Which by their own right, if you have any of those units, yeah, they're pretty awesome, but at the same time you don't, and you love their design, you love the appeal, you love their character, they're kind of useless to you in a sense if you don't have any of those characters to fulfill their niches. Because I have both nilou and Shenhe, and I'll be honest, I do have Ganyu to use her with, so nice I can use her in a really dank melt Ganyu team, which is very hard to play on. I can use her in a monocry team, and I'm trying to work on for my nilou. Trying to work on a bloom team, but I want to see if Baiju comes out and see if he's good enough for that, or maybe probably Kava, or probably whenever Nahida comes back, I'll go for her so I can use a good bloom team for my nilou, because I have her double crown and everything, and I use her in a very interesting EM Raiden team, or probably just a team with Miko and Fischl, which is very off meta, but a very fun team as well. But at the same time, if you use them in their niche, they are very broken. But at the same time, I just wish they never had a restriction on what elements you can use for nilou, because that would have made it so much better to play. But yeah, with all that said, that's all I want to talk about today. Thank you guys for all the support you give me, because it does mean a lot when you watch the videos. I do like it when you like. I'm still grinding the channel out, and I will try my best to make the content much better than it is. So yeah, thank you for that. And with all I said, this is me talking about if there's such a thing as 2 niche units. And with all I said, love you guys, stay safe, and goodbye.